We are moving into a new glorious existence. You may be confused about what is happening around you. It may appear that chaos reigns. You may be fearful of what is to come. The family of humanity is a family preceded throughout the universe by the reputation of unlimited love for all that is. A love for all life so great that we enter into the game on earth in separation from God. We consciously accept all the risks and dangers that this journey entails. The divine plan continues to unfold regardless of efforts by some to keep the status quo. Do not mourn the loss of people, places, or the things that fulfilled you in the past, or attempt to restore them to what they once were. Because consciousness is the creative substance of form, and because every person is an expression of divine consciousness. Outer forms must automatically dissolve or change as consciousness changes. You have been leading up to this time for days, for months, for years, for decades. For the excitement of this time where you will experience the expansion, the momentum, the true creation that you have been preparing for. And we say preparing for because your ability to experience the quantum leaps and the expansiveness of this time are something that you truly prepared for. Not everyone has been preparing. Not everyone has felt the call to this time now and what is possible, but you have or you wouldn't be here. But do not fear. Move forward with confidence that all be well. Difficulties may wait, but these are temporary. What is permanent is spirit, and spirit is only love. It is important to maintain your awareness of the spiritual. If you focus only on the physical, all appears overwhelming. But when you step back and connect to your spirit, you connect to your power to endure, your power to triumph. And the ship of our longing carries us homeward. This describes the love of people, to separate themselves from God of their own free will. This truth deserves to be repeated often and often, because only in this way is a deeper understanding of current events on the upper earth possible and fateful events can be interpreted accordingly. Everything a person is energetically in alignment with flows harmoniously, but spiritual evolution changes and refines a person's energy, which in turn puts them out of alignment with much that they were previously in alignment with certain people, places, causes, beliefs, foods, etc. Evolution is also causing many to no longer align with the metaphysical and spiritual practices they have believed to be important and necessary, but are now beginning to feel old. You must be willing to release anything that no longer resonates with you regardless of how important it may have once been in order to move to new levels. And you have prepared, you have awakened, you have moved into realization. You are aligned to greater levels of self-love and self-worth, which are foundational for this time and all that is possible for you now. It is you realizing your biggest dreams, the ultimate expression of who you are, and the highest expression of your soul in form. And yet you would say, I'm ready, give it to me. I need it. I can handle it. I can do this. Where is it? Why hasn't it happened? Where is this momentum? Where are these quantum leaps? There are many in that world at this time who are focused only on the physical. They seek power, they seek control, they seek possessions. These are false pleasures, and the path to them is fraught with darkness. It may appear that these people are gaining power, for they are loud, they are angry, they seek to diminish others. But they cannot diminish you. They cannot diminish your light. You are there to show your glorious spirit, to show your unconditional love. Do not sit back passively. The path of love is one of action. Do not sit back quietly. The path of love is one of speaking out. Take action to change what is happening in your world. Take action to feed your own spirit through meditation practices. But you must also take action to carry love into your world. Experiences are created on earth that are not possible on any other world in God's creation. Because on no other world do creatures experience themselves separated from the Creator for so long. In this way, the infinite possibilities of the past and future are acted out. In doing so, humanity has asserted itself as the gender that remembers God under the most difficult conditions and finds its way back to God. This task was completed by us from within the earth a long time ago and is now being mastered in the same way by you on the upper earth. So today we can happily say, the planet of love is on the way to unity. This path is destined for humanity as a whole within and above the earth. Everything that is required for this is now being set in motion and put into position. We help the universe to grow by allowing God to experience Himself as human and man as divine. How perfect beings who have fallen from the unity of God deal with imperfection and limitation. Makes every species in this universe look upon humanity in awe. The world is manifesting a great deal of chaos as ancient and long ignored pockets of dense energy surface for individuals, as well as the earth in order to be acknowledged and eliminated. In previous times of war, the majority would stand firmly and without question behind whatever their country told them, my country, right or wrong, my country. This is no longer true. Technology is allowing the world to witness the pain and suffering of others across the globe. This has resulted in increasingly more receptivity to activities and ideas of service and compassion that in reality are expressions of spiritual oneness, but to most seem to be simply the desire to help or serve in some way. Compassion, donating what is needed, reaching out, and activities of service are in reality spiritual oneness interpreted on the third dimensional level. Most do not yet understand that the compassion and care that they are beginning to feel for people and animals is flowing from within them and not from advertisement and messages from outside sources. Awakening to compassion represents the first steps toward conscious awareness that all life is God life. Expressions of the one divine consciousness, God individualized as infinite form and variety. That was all time that you were preparing for true creation as an impeccable creator. The time that it has taken for you to fully come into your mastery has been perfect yet divinely orchestrated and guided, and it is here, and it is now. And your own levels of self-love and self-worth have been such a pivotal and important part of you preparing for now, for this. When you are continually denying love for yourself, when you are doubting your worthiness, you may desire amazing things. You may want the magic and the miracles. When you are denying love for yourself, you are denying the magic, the miracle, the master that you are. Remember, I am the magic. I am the miracle. I am the master. I am the grandest manifestation of all. It is you. So when you're denying love for yourself or denying your worthiness, you are denying the magic, the miracle, the mastery, the grand manifestations and experiences of true creation. But as you have become aware of fully, completely, radically loving yourself on every level, you are allowing all that is in place to be presented to you in the most magnificent and exciting ways. Work to ensure love, diversity, inclusion. Help all who live in that world. Share your wealth. Give freely. Expect nothing in return. Protect your earth and all who live upon it. Find something that you can do, even a small act, that will bring goodness to your world. This is not difficult. It is indeed what your true self yearns to do. You are called to move beyond that which is comfortable and to spread love even in difficult situations. Know that this is the true meaning of being spiritual. Actively spreading love is your true purpose. What is said is, we have arrived at the point where the lives of people on the upper earth are fulfilled, far away from false conditioning. The merging of human daytime consciousness with the fully conscious divine self. You are now being led into this process, and all developments are coming together through the emerging spiritual awakening of people. Like streams that pour into the ocean from different directions, the energy now flows towards unity. Everything is pushing towards awakening and a comprehensive perception of what is. What has once been brought to life can no longer die. This spiritual law comes into play now. The preparations for this revival have been completed. Learn to discern the difference between wants and needs. There are some living fully from a three-dimensional state of consciousness that take advantage in the belief that somehow they are entitled to have whatever they want and as much of it as they can get. Always remember that in reality these individuals are divine beings, but do not let yourself be manipulated by three-dimensional games. This is empowerment. Third-dimensional consciousness believes that love is an emotion, a feeling of attraction to someone, something, some activity, or some place, and it often is. This is a very limited interpretation of love, which in reality is the energy that flows between and connects all individualizations of the One. Love is the glue that holds everything in perfect order and harmony, roses coming from rose bushes. Apples from apple trees, the sun rising and setting each day, and the tides moving. Love is God in action. When you are denying that you're worthy, that you're enough, when you don't feel like you're enough, yet I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, what should I do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be doing? I wish I knew my purpose. When you are doubting that you are worthy of those dreams in your heart, you cannot allow true creation at its best. In the most easy, effortless, harmonious way to present itself to you in ways that surprise you and delight you and excite you. When you are not allowing yourself to live a passionate life, you are not allowing the grace, miracles, the magic of true creation. All of this has been part of your journey to realizing your power, the love that you are, the pure love that surrounds you, knowing your infinite worthiness without question. As you do this, you know that you are always evolving, expanding, becoming more, yet you are everything you wish to be. You already are. When you know that and you allow the magic of infinite knowing and infinite worthiness, and you combine that with living a passionate life and experiencing such deep levels of your own self-love, you open the door to this time, to the magic, to the miracles, to the grand manifestations, and so much more. The most important key to getting clarity in life is the quality of your questions. Are you ready to ask the really relevant questions? Are you willing to accept any answer and incorporate the obvious into your life? Do you want to know who you are? What brought you here? Where do you come from, and where are you going back one day? Then open your heart now. Get ready to rethink and feel your life in a new way. Embrace the new and develop into the answers. Come. Change is the biggest obstacle to people who have created a life that works, but in which they are rarely happy. Being able to act in familiar patterns conveys security, provides support, and offers orientation. Even if these are in reality only imaginary certainties. The person holds on to them until they are saturated with the old life or so frustrated that an inner change becomes inevitable because it is life-saving. Anyone who doesn't want to let it get to that point, or who has already reached this point, is now invited to give up these conditionings. Because the meaning of life is revealed to you as soon as you... Many individuals continue to be stymied, blocked, rejected, or even punished if they seek to understand or experience love from outside of the box to live differently from their society's accepted beliefs. To partner with an unapproved person or worship differently from family traditions. When a majority believes something, it becomes solidified as collective consciousness and universally accepted. However, as concepts based in error fall away, so too will today's many limited concepts about love. Recognize the small evidences of the ascension process. Many self-help books are beginning to promote the idea that real change and solutions lie within the person themselves. Teachers on all levels are beginning to incorporate the importance of quiet time for better clarity. People are recognizing and standing up to the stupidity of war, and many young but evolved souls are reaching out to and teaching those entrenched in the past about new ways of seeing the world.